We began 25 years ago with a group of concerned community members who saw a need. Basically, there are a lot of youth that had too much time on their hands, and that can lead to poor decisions. And so they hooied together and decided that they were going to do something about it. And so really it started off with a group of our community members getting kids after school to talk story, mentor, help with homework, and take them to the beach. I think it's still necessary, and I think it has also morphed into something else. So what began 25 years ago with 12 kids from one elementary school has grown into serving 4 schools, and we serve over 100 kids in our out-of-school program, which is not just after school but summer. We also have an Ohana family strengthening program because we believe that it takes a village, and we offer just opportunity to connect and engage as an ohana from Keiki to Kupuna in culture-based, aina-based, health and wellness type of activities. We also do a bunch of things like workshops and partnerships with the larger community.
Nani is one of the original founders, and really it was part of her vision. That's what started Hui Malama. She has a story that she tells about one night coming home, and her granddaughter mentioned that there was someone outside that they were smoking, and it turned out they were doing drugs. And so Auntie Nani was out putting up Christmas lights, I think.
Yeah.
And her neighbor, who was, I guess, the drug dealer at the time, came up and threatened her. And she felt so scared, but also this sense of real responsibility to the community to say, no, this is not going to happen in my community. My responsibility is to your children, to my children, to this community, to this street. And so they had met. She gathered a bunch of her friends, and they began talking about what they could do. And they kept on meeting and talking, and finally someone just said, we got to just do it. We cannot talk anymore. And so they used the resources that they had at the time, and they just hooied together and just determined that we are going to just care for our community in the way that we know, and with the resources that we have. And that's really, that was her vision, and it's continued on for the last 25 years. And really what we're doing on December 2nd on our event is honoring her and wanting to invite the community to celebrate with us. And to celebrate 25 years, that's a long time for a nonprofit, grassroots nonprofit, to be able to function and continue to serve. And we want to keep doing that for the future, but we also recognize the importance of remembering our past and honoring that.
Yeah.
You go first.
I'm fortunate enough to be born and raised in Waimanalo, and I am a mother raising my children in Waimanalo. I've always known Auntie Nani and all the handful of founders, whether it's Uncle Eric Bunyan, Uncle Andy Jamila, all of those guys are fixtures in our community, and they've always been involved. And so I think it was really natural for me to get pulled into that kuleana. I think they carry kuleana so well, and that's a reflection of who they are, and a reflection of a lot of our communities, especially our rural, primarily Kanaka communities. It's huli kalima ilalo, it's turn your hands down and do, and we're surrounded by a bunch of doers. And so when you're surrounded by that, you just kind of become a doer too.
And I'm originally from Aiea, born and raised, and my wife is from Waimanalo. And so we wanted to move back to Waimanalo. She's kumu at one of the charter schools there. And so I, by default, I think tagged along. I've never been really involved in my community in Aiea, but as we moved back to Waimanalo, there's such a strong sense of community and connectedness that I just felt welcome, I think, to be able to partner in community and not necessarily take charge, but really stand under the community, understand what they need, and then support. And so part of that support is involvement in Hui Malama Kekai. We have tickets available online. If you go to our Instagram site, you should be able to link it in the bio, and you can attend. It's going to be from 5 to 9, and you're more than welcome. We want you to come and celebrate. I think we have a bunch of volunteers already that are going to be helping us. So Please come and join us. If you want to donate, you can go to our website and do so. One thing that we are, in addition to celebrating, is we're planning out for the future. And so we are partnering with a charter school in Waimanalo, Malama Honua Public Charter School. They have been around for almost 10 years, but they don't have a physical site that's theirs. They've found little spaces in the community where there are spaces where they can hold their school, but they're not all united as one school in the same place. And so part of what we're doing on December 2nd is also inviting the public to come on this journey with us with Malama Honua as we start to build their school on our 11 acres of aina.
So our website is huimalamaokekai.org. We are also on social media via Instagram and Facebook. The event is on Saturday, December 2nd at our Hui Malama Okekai site in Waimanalo from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Waimanalo for us is such a special place, and we want to invite folks to partner with us. I think sometimes you look in the news and you can see not the best things featured about Waimanalo, but we want to change that narrative. Part of what we're doing at Hui Malama is not only serving keiki, but we really are looking at it as a way to serve community, and the community of Waimanalo, but also partnering with the larger community on Oahu. There's so many people that visit Waimanalo, whether it's driving through because it's a beautiful place or going to the beach, but we'd like them, if they're interested, to feel like they can come and be part of Hui Malama Okekai and learn more about the mo'olelo and develop more of a connectedness to aina with us.
Yeah, and we believe that an investment in the next generation and an investment in our community is really an investment in our shared futures. And so we invite everyone to come and invest, celebrate and invest in the Hawaii we hope to see.